My name is not important. What is important is what I'm going to do. I just fucking hate this world and these human worms feasting on its carcass. My whole life is just cold, bitter hatred. And I always wanted to die violently. This is the time of vengeance, and no life is worth saving. And I will put in the grave as many as I can. It's time for me to kill. And it's time for me to die. My genocide crusade begins here.
That was the intro trailer for the game called Hatred. And about as much as I will show you, truly, because that video is private. So if you want to see it, my arm, what the fuck was that? Something bit me. Yeah, anyway. So if you want to see that video in its entirety, there's a link at the bottom. Fair warning though, it's really not safe for work, because it's very aggressive. You see, what Hatred wants to do is pretty much the same as every other shooter out there in the marketplace. They want to create a game where you go around killing people. But what makes Hatred special is the context in that it sets you in. You see, in most games, you're the hero, and you have to fight your way through waves of enemies, killing and maiming them just to get to your goal. Hatred, on the other hand, reverses the roles a bit, where you're just a guy who is tired of living in this world. So from the moment you step out your house, your goal is to kill as many innocent people as you can before they finally bring you down. It's more of a guilty pleasure game where you're the bad guy. I mean, let's be honest, how many of you have had just such a bad day where the thought of killing everything in sight seemed kind of appealing for a while? I mean, you didn't do it because you're a sane human being, but granted, those thoughts were in your head. Well, maybe I'm just speaking from a male perspective here, or just my own shitty perspective. I don't know what a female wants to do when she feels like the world is made of shit people everywhere she looks. Now, I'm sure that because people need something to talk about here, myself included in that regard, that this game will receive a good amount of attention, and the question will arise of, does this game need to exist? And I shall take the side of, yes it does. I believe that the gaming medium should be used for all kinds of things. Plus, games provide a way of release for many people. From what I've seen in my life, the number of people I have met in my life who use games where you go around shooting people as a way to relieve stress is amazing. I don't know. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the game, and it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds. Apparently it's going to release 2015, and we'll see what happens.